It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brewed Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Thursday, August 2nd, 2018. It is 7 a.m. and welcome to the Down on the Corner program.
Boop, boop.
Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Scooter and Matt. So how's it going, guys?
Going good.
It's another beautiful morning.
Boy.
I love these nice,
Took my little
cool,
dog
crisp
Pepper
mornings.
outside this morning about 5:30, nice and cool. Ooh,
It's like,
camping
feels like
weather.
fall out there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Right now, I can live with this weather right now. And I know it gets hot during the day, which is
It's
supposed
August.
to. It's supposed to, but it's good swimming weather. And then at night, you got good camping weather.
Yeah.
See?
And you know, people kind of associate fall with back to school, and school starts on the 15th. Folks, we're in the dead of summer. I mean, when school starts on the 15th, you still got a month and a week of summer.
Well, dry it is. You're exactly right. We're in the dead of summer. Grass is dead, everything.
I mean, it's, what do I say, drier than a humpless camel in the sunset?
I knew you go there. I don't know why.
Anyway, welcome down on the Corner program, and we're enjoying Brewed Awakening Coffee. Hope you're doing the same. 3 locations to serve you, if you heard Jacqueline say in the introduction. We have Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby. We've got Highway 62 East Plaza out by Anytime Fitness, and also Balmer Boulevard. And so that will be coming into full swing on the 15th. So Mike will be bracing himself out there on Balmer Boulevard come the 15th of August. And
You
so,
forget the other location.
Here.
Yes. You can come by here.
Come by here. I've got the doors are right there. You walk in behind the cameras, and coffee pots right over here.
Get you 2 cups of coffee and 1 is how he makes it.
2 and 1.
But no, anybody is invited to come in, watch the show, sit in, and have a good
Stop
time.
on by. And so Brewed Awakening Coffee, best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. And, of course, Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas brings the morning prayer each and every day. Roller Funeral Homes across the state of Arkansas. When the need arises, choose Roller Funeral Homes with the utmost in dignity and honesty and professionalism. It's unbelievable how well they can do what they do in that type of situation. You know, you can say, wow, that guy's a great mechanic. He does great work. Or, you know, this guy here, he can really cook a mean steak. But you're talking a funeral home, you know.
Well, they're truly here to help you.
Yeah. And to do what's best for your family and memory of your loved ones. So when the need arises, Roller Funeral Home across the state of Arkansas, and they bring you the morning prayer each and every day. Let's pause now for the morning prayer. Heavenly Father, the news reports come in about the return of the fallen Americans from the Korean War. Lord, I pray they are indeed the actual remains of our people. My prayer is that Kim Jong-un works to be honest and keep his word, not pulling the wool over the eyes of Americans. Lord, I pray that this is the beginning of trust and peace, and what a difference in the lifestyles could be in the future of the North Korean people. Lord, I pray the work towards peace continues, that it is successful with North Korea, and that's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring you morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. And it's coming up quick. August 11th is going to be here. Greg's Farm Services brings you the morning weather each and every day. Greg's Farm Services with the big expo coming up a week from Saturday. It's on the 11th at Baxter County Fairgrounds. And we're going to take a quick look at this and be right back.
Here comes Greg's Wildlife Expo, Saturday, August 11th, Baxter County Fairgrounds, Mountain Home. Wildlife conservation and fun for everybody. Johnny Morris Wonders of Wildlife in Springfield will have live animals and more. Kids under 16 compete for prizes at the First Security Bank Archery Competition, and you can try digital hunting at the DHF Archery Exhibit. Hunting, fishing, artwork, outdoor living, it's all here, and it's all free.
On the farm or around the home, GregFarmServices.com.
Greg's Farm Services brings you the morning weather each and every day. Greg's Farm Services, around the farm, in the home, in the community. Did I get that right? On the farm, around the home, I got it right. In the community. Store specials and announcements. You can go to Greg's Farm Services and check out their monthly specials. If it holds water, it's on sale. 10 to 50%.
I love that.
Oh, ain't that cool? Stock tanks, water buckets, sprayers, bird baths, chick waters, garden hoses, pet bowls, sprinklers. Then you got the Cumberland Mills 25-pound deer block, now $8.99. Better bucket sale, 20-quart bucket was $19.99. Get it now for $9.99. Wow, $10 off. That's pretty good savings right there. All kinds of good savings at Greg's Farm Services.
Ooh, feeders.
Yeah.
I need to get me a new feeder.
The Moultrie Pull Magnum 30-gallon metal drum feeder, regular $249.99, now $219.99. The tripod feeder, the Moultrie Elite Hunter, from $144 to $124. Moultrie Unlimited NXT 30-gallon tripod feeder was $169, now $149.99. 10% off Moultrie game cameras. So, wow. Automatic poultry fountain, there you go. What is now $22.99? They got some really good prices on these things. Wow. Be sure to check this out. You can check this out for yourself. Go to gregfarmservices.com. Click on monthly store specials. They've got some great prices on some great products. Which one would you choose this month?
Deer feeder.
Would you?
Yeah, I want to put one outside the backyard behind the house and just feed the deer.
How many do you think you can roll up? You have deer?
Oh, there's a bunch.
Really?
There is a bunch. But we got a big, huge bay window, and I kind of want to get them where you can be sitting outside and just watch them playing.
Yeah, I was kind of running behind today. Because I was sitting there watching the deer in my yard.
Really? Yeah.
I had 6 of them in the yard. Had a little 4-point and a couple does and a couple fawns.
Wow.
There you go.
Well, Greg's Farm Services, right there's your deer feeders right there. So take advantage of the good prices there at Greg's Farm Services. Greg's Farm Services, on the farm, around the home, in the community. And they bring you the morning weather each and every day. Hang on one second. I'm going to send this message real quick. I'm trying to make sure. Making sure the sheriff's on his way. He may have got called out. You never know. Greg's Farm Services brings the morning weather each and every day, where we have 67 degrees in Mountain Home and Harrison, 65 at Hardy, 61 at Mountain View. Yellville checks in at 63, while Marshall's at 61. It's 67 at Calico Rock, 62 at St. Louis, Missouri, 61 in Poplar Bluff, which is southeast Missouri, and southwest Missouri at 64 degrees. West Plains, south central Missouri at 62. And look at this. Watford City, North Dakota is within 6 degrees of Mountain Home. So that cold air mass or cooler air mass is going all the way up to the Canadian border and making things very pleasant for a lot of folks.
This is nice, though.
This is
I
nice.
love those temperatures.
Yeah.
I can live with that.
Not bad at all. On the radar, we've got some shower activity continuing in the eastern part of the state. You know, when Caleb was texting yesterday morning, I think it was, from Atlanta, he was on I-75. And about 9:15, I get a call. And he says, "What's the weather doing at home?" I said, "It is beautiful, sunshine." I go to the sheriff, mate. Beautiful, sunshiny. I said, "I've got the windows open, the attic fan on at 69 degrees. He says, "You are kidding." And I pulled up the radar from Channel 3, and it was just a red-yellow glob from Atlanta to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and he was on I-75. He says, "I'm down to 50 miles an hour," and he finally got out of the rain once he got to Manchester, Tennessee. But good morning, Sheriff. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. And anyway, the showers continue in that part of the country from Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, eastern Tennessee, western North Carolina, Virginia, New York, and Pennsylvania, all getting that line of showers. Let's go back to this other screen here, and this explains what's going on. Let me see if I can knock that out. The deep tropical moisture stream, you can see exactly that front on this graphic right here. It's bringing in that Gulf and Atlantic moisture over the peninsula of Florida. And that's where all that moisture is coming from. It's just following that trail right up to New England. And so that's exactly what was going on yesterday when he got caught in all that rain. But it's funny how those rain patterns happen. You know, it really is. So you can see it plain as day on the radar in conjunction with just on the other map. Taking a look around other areas, a little bit of shower activity in northern Texas and around the Texas-Oklahoma line. We'll check the Little Rock stop for Arkansas. I believe everything's going to be clear. All highways look to be clear here in Arkansas, 62, 412 east and west across the state, northern part of the state. Highway 65, Little Rock, Branson in good shape. Highway 67, 167, Little Rock, Batesville, Little Rock, Poplar Bluff. Looks like it's as good as can be.
Yeah, when they turn that intensity up that high, it's really misleading.
It is, yeah, because you know this, it's got to be this nice all the way across state. Interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, and 555 in Arkansas look good at this time. And while I'm switching maps here, we want to take this opportunity to welcome our visitors to the Twin Lakes area. Hope you have a great time and drive safe. You know, when it rains, turn the lights on. That's, I think, it's state law in Arkansas. Is that state law in Arkansas, lights and wipers, John? Is it? Yeah. In Missouri, taking a look at the St. Louis stop. I'm picking up a little bit south of Jefferson City, but there again, they may have the intensity of these radars just cranked up, just trying to find a drop of water on mosquito's nose out there, you know. I-70 from Columbia to St. Louis, I'm going to say it's basically clear. I-44, Lebanon, Raleigh, St. Louis. East of St. Louis, I-64 to Mount Vernon, I-70, Vandalia, Effingham, Illinois. And you can see I-57 running on up into I-74 at Champaign-Urbana. Looks like it's all in good shape. Southwest Missouri should be good from Tulsa, Joplin, Springfield. Well, there's a little bit of a shower there. I don't know. What do you think?
Maybe a little bit
Possibly,
coming down. Just
yeah. Possibly a little bit just to
Springfield.
the northeast and southeast of Springfield and Branson there. Maybe affecting, that would probably affect Highway 60 perhaps. But it looks like overall Joplin to Lebanon and Raleigh would be in good shape. Get a little bit of sprinkle, turn the lights on, turn the wipers on, and be safe. Forecast-wise, what do you think? Nice weather ahead.
It's going to be a beautiful weekend, one way or another.
I think so. We've got the lower humidities right now, lower dew points, which makes a big difference. High today should be 91 with sunshiny skies. High tomorrow, 92, 91 on Saturday. This is summer right here. 91, 92, 92, 94 on Monday. You know, I think we have a chance of rain coming through on Tuesday.
What are the lows?
63
60s.
tonight, 66 on Friday night, 68 on Saturday night, 71 on Sunday night.
Swim during the day and camp at night.
There you go.
I'm good with that.
Anyway, the weather in Arkansas in August. Normally just hot as the blue blazes. I think we've got a blessing right here with the cooler temps. Take a quick look at the burn bans. 4 counties remain: Ouachita, Nevada, Columbia, Lafayette, in extreme southern Arkansas. This is along the Louisiana border on 2 of the counties there. Every county in green does not, let me repeat, does not have a burn ban, and this was updated as of yesterday, 8/1 of 2018.
But as dry as it's been, even if it doesn't have a burn ban, you need to be smart on
Well,
what
yeah,
you do
then we
when
have the
wind
wildfire
picks
danger
up.
here. We'll take a look at that. From Clay County, green, Craighead, Mississippi County, northeast. We have Van Buren and Cleburne County that's real close here, all the way down into Miller, Lafayette, Columbia, and Union County along the Louisiana and Texas borders down in there. So the middle part of the state, more vulnerable right now with a moderate fire danger. We just have to be careful, you know. And just, if you're in doubt, you know, call your local fire department or one of the volunteers or something like that, and just be careful with this. On the drought monitor, Baxter County continues to be a D1 moderate drought, scale being 0, or basically none to D0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now we're in a moderate drought. You get down into the burn ban counties, you're in a D2 severe drought for Arkansas, along with the northwest corner of Arkansas there in Washington County. For Missouri, the drought monitor indicates still that extremely dry D3 drought north of the Missouri River that goes all the way up to the Iowa border. And these are the counties where the where the Missouri governor has issued some financial aid to assist with these farmers that are just battling not having enough hay to feed, not only in July and August of this year already, but coming up in September and October as well. So, gonna be rough.
Gonna be rough.
Gonna be rough. Community calendar brought to you by Affordable Housing, 741-2883. And I want to get this in before I forget it. I'm going to try to find it again. I think Trinity Lutheran Church is having Bible school. See if I can find it real quick. Our good friend Pastor Dave Capper at Trinity. Anyway, Trinity Lutheran Church having Bible school. 425-2888 is the phone number. I cannot find it right now on Facebook, but Trinity Lutheran Church is just basically right back behind the new veterans shelter being opened up. And Pastor Dave Capper and his staff do a great job there at Trinity Lutheran Church. Great Bible teacher. It's going to be a lot of fun for the kids at VBS at Trinity Lutheran Church. You call them at 425-2888. I'm trying to rely on memory for all this stuff, but
yeah, we know how well your memory is.
Thank you, Scooter. And let's see, what do we got here?
One of them's right away. I think one of them's later. I think they dropped them off.
Oh, Kindness
yesterday.
Incorporated, good.
Yeah.
Taste of St. Andrews at Mountain Home, Friday, August 17th from 5 to 7, $15 per person. Wonderful hors d'oeuvres. A perfect pairing to benefit Kindness Incorporated. Oh, good. Going to be a fundraiser for Kindness. Now, St. Andrews, I believe, isn't St. Andrews back over between
Where
Arkansas?
that one is.
I think is it St. Andrews? If it's St. Andrews Episcopal, I think it's right back over here on Arkansas at Coley. Is that correct? At Coley? Oh, Coley, yeah. Coley at 201. Yeah. St. Andrews Mountain Home. Friday, August 17th, so that's 2 weeks from this Friday, 15 per person, wonderful hors d'oeuvres, perfect pairing to benefit Kindness Incorporated. Then coming up, third annual Golden Gala, November 10th. Please partner with us as we continue serving Baxter and Marion counties. The gala sponsor, $2,500, gold for $1,200, silver for $750, bronze for $250. Table decoration sponsored, $150. And this is to benefit Kindness Incorporated. What Kindness Incorporated does provides transportation for those that need transportation to medical, shopping, and just basically any type of transportation. It's based on a volunteer basis, and it's
pretty cool.
Quite the undertaking, quite the undertaking. The Global Leadership Summit is scheduled for the 9th and 10th of August. It's going to be at Christ Community Church. Your local representative there to contact is Jesse Caroscio at 321-5545. They have a great lineup of guest speakers that you'll be able to see. You can go to, where's that website? You can go to willowcreek.com/summit for more information. Once again, the local contact is Jesse Caroscio at 321-5545. The Global Leadership Summit, August 9th and 10th. And it will be at Christ Community Church, which is just to the left of Baxter Theater there. Buffalo Wild Wings is going to be having a fundraiser on the 8th of August from 5 to 8 p.m. Come treat yourself and family some good eats. All sales from this event will benefit the Disabled American Veterans Auxiliary. There you go. Can't beat that.
I've also got just a reminder, OFA football. If you got any youth kids, grades 3rd through 6th that are interested in playing football, we are still doing registration. I think until Sunday. We're going to try to put teams together next week. So if you're interested, go to ozarkfootballassociation.com or see us on Facebook, and there will be a link to register your child, and we'll get them going. I think Matt's
got something.
Yeah, tomorrow night, all Mountain Home Public School students are welcome to go to Nelson Wilkes Heron Elementary. They're doing a back-to-school bazaar through the Bridges of Mountain Home. So that will be going on tomorrow night from 4 to 7. Also this weekend, let's see here, the Bounce Palace is going to be hosting a water zone. Everybody get ready to bring your swimsuits for some water fun. They're setting up a water zone at the Ray Stahl Soccer Complex. They'll be open Friday, August 3rd from 3 to 8, Saturday, August 4th from 10 to 8, and Sunday, August 5th from 10 to 6. Armbands are sold for $10 a day. They're going to have 5 water slides and water combos.
And the community calendar brought to you by Affordable Housing, 870-741-2883. We need to take a quick break. Sheriff John Montgomery, Baxter County Sheriff, is our guest today, so stick around. We're going to be right back.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
With a large showroom of over 13,000 square feet, the Furniture Depot is your local choice for quality name brand furniture at prices anyone can afford. They carry a great selection of catnapper recliners, power recliners with lumbar support, and lift chairs. Check out Furniture Depot's variety of living room and dining room sets in various styles and designs. And don't forget about their mattress gallery featuring Serta, Symbol mattresses, and adjustable beds. Family owned and operated, that's Furniture Depot, located in the Ozark Shopping Center in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Our roll burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
You've tried many.
Come up on 7:22. Want to take another opportunity. The sheriff had to handle some stuff. Went out to the lobby on his phone. So
looks like he got a phone call. And if you're
the sheriff gets a phone call, you better take the phone call.
That's probably important, I guess.
Yeah, when you're the sheriff of Baxter County, you better take the phone call.
Here he comes. Yeah. Here he comes.
So, come on in, Sheriff. We want to take that break.
I'll go to a wide angle, reset the camera.
Yeah, there we go.
Fine.
Welcome, Sheriff.
Morning.
Good to see you. Busy as always.
It's been nuts.
I've been reading the paper and listening to the news.
We topped 143 in jail.
Oh, come on.
Last week.
Oh, my goodness. 143. What's going on?
People are stupid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
People are stupid.
Okay, so how do we overcome the stupidity? I mean, we've had several people, we've talked about some of the stuff going on. Why? I mean, why steal a vehicle? Why break in somebody's house?
Because people are stupid.
Don't hold back, Sheriff. Just let us know. You know, we were talking, we had David Sterling here the other day running for Supreme Court. I said, what's in the mind of these people? I can drive through any neighborhood and it never crosses my mind, I wonder if they got diamonds in there. I wonder if they got a new TV or a new computer, something I could break in and steal. I could care less what they have in the house. But other people scout this stuff out, case the joint, they say, and break in. Why?
Because people are stupid.
I love it.
That's all that's all you're going to get out of him today. So you better be more specific on your questions.
143 people.
Yeah, I think this morning was one. I think it was 121. I can't remember.
I should have it pulled up already. My goodness. So I bet you're glad you're getting the
yeah. We hope they break ground in the next 2 to 3 weeks. They should go. The first thing is they got to move a sewer line and a water line. So, and it's a sewer main, of course.
But it looks like the bid numbers came in at a good price, though.
We're having to rebid a couple things.
But what was it? 2.1, 2.3.
Yeah, but that didn't include all of it yet.
Oh, okay.
So,
inmate roster, is that going to give it to us right there?
Yep. And then click on current.
Right there?
Yep. And that should give you a number at the top. 119.
119. On a 100-bed, 99-bed jail?
100-bed.
100-bed jail.
So we're excited. We can't wait to get started.
how do you cope? I mean, you see light at the end of the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what can we do as citizens to bring that down to, say, 50 people? I mean,
tell people to stop being stupid.
So,
I'm sorry.
It's hilarious.
It fits.
Well, he's telling the truth, though. I mean, he's telling the truth. What kind of crime activity? All kinds? Is it drugs?
It's drug related. Most all of that's drug related. You take the first top 4; they're currently in prison. They were brought up for court for other charges. Maybe the first five. Sorry. Then you got the other guy, minor in possession, probation violation. I don't know what the probation was, but he evidently wasn't doing what he was supposed to do, ordered by the judge. You know, and then you got public intoxication.
Jeez. Hold for other agencies, so you've got to actually hold till they come get them?
Yeah.
That costs you money.
Yeah, but it's all the same. I mean, they're going to be picking up folks. We're having to... We're going to be actually asking to hire a transport officer now instead of having to wait till the new part opens, because we're running so crazy, and we figured out a way to fund it. So we're meeting actually next Tuesday's Quorum Court meeting. They're going to have a personnel meeting at 5, and then the Quorum Court at 6, and we're going to see if they'll allow us to do that.
Well, for folks that don't know the scope of your territory, Baxter County is a long, narrow county, and you've got a lot of backwoodsy areas. It's a tough county to have to. I mean, when people are not stupid, it's all right. But when you've got to start looking for stuff, and it's tough.
Well, we're just. I mean, it's summertime, so we're a busy time of the year anyway, and we've got a lot of extra folks here, and that vacationing and so on and so forth, and it's just busy. I mean, I can tell you, going back to the jail just for a second, you've got it's a tremendous stress on the jail staff having to deal normal day-to-day stuff, and when you've got that many people in there and they're sleeping on a mat on the floor, and you've got multiple people into areas that you think about, even if you're family, we're trying to cram in such a small space. Yeah. And these are not the best of the best, obviously. And so, again, it's just very stressful for them. But I'm very appreciative of County Judge Mickey Pendergrass been working with us, trying to get through this process on the bidding of the jail. And in this case, again, we're going to be. We've met with HR director and met with the county judge, and we figured out a way to fund it. And so the way the county government works is the personnel committee, we make a proposal to them as, hey, this is a position that we want to add to the staff, because it's called numbers and comp. The Quorum Court tells me how many people I can have and what salary I can pay them. Okay, and that's true for all the elected officials. So in this case, we're going to be asking to create a position called a transport officer. And there's a list of requirements and job descriptions and so on and so forth. And if the personnel committee says yes, the budget committee has already tentatively said yes. I mean, based on the personnel committee. And then if that happens, then the Quorum Court meeting following at 6 will be asking, because it's really it is kind of an emergency. It's a crisis. But if they say yes, then we'll put the advertising out and we'll try to get someone hired. And that will relieve, because we're actually having, as shorthanded as we already are in the jail, there's so much inmates that we have to take or pick up. I mean, just yesterday afternoon, late, I heard on the radio, and here goes, a full-time deputy and a jailer has to take off to transport someone. Well, you've just now pulled somebody else out of that jail. And so, overtime-wise, I mean, budget-wise, we're kind of holding our own. But I've already maxed out. My overtime's already gone in the jail for the year. So that means I'm having to go other places to try to make up the funds for what's going to have to happen in the rest of this year. So we're hopeful, and we figured out a way to fund that position for the rest of the year. And we're hopeful that the Quorum Court will agree with us, and that'll give. It's certainly not the magic pill, but it will give some relief.
Well, that officer, when hired, could stay pretty busy.
We'll stay pretty busy, and that'll be a caution we've got you do not to work them to death. I mean, because it's not the magic pill. There's still going to be lots of other transports. We got multiple transports at a time, but our goal is to try to not have to pull additional staff out of the jail just to transport.
Robbing Paul to pay Peter, basically. And when you have one or two that would they normally be here in the jail or on patrol, that takes them completely out of the county to where they're not at your disposal when needed.
Correct.
I'd have brick marks on my forehead from beating my head on the wall with that one. You know, you've got to have a calling to handle this and handle it so well.
Well, I can tell you, it's not. I may be steering the boat, but I'm not running the boat, and I say that because I've got a tremendous staff. I mean, my jail administrator, Lieutenant Brad Lewis, and his assistant Tony Beck. I mean, they do. I'm in awe because they do such a tremendous job keeping that together. And then even on patrol, I mean, we haven't had an increase in patrol deputies in I guess this is year 20, I think it is 19 or 20 years that we've not had an increase. And you look at the population growth and then the sheer number of incidents that we're doing. I mean, they used to on patrol, and this goes back even the beginning of my tenure. I mean, that was one of the things we focused on. We want actual patrol, in other words, out driving the neighborhoods, doing preventive things. And you listen to that radio every day, and they're just running call after call after call after call. And so.
And how effective is patrol? Here's the psychological part. I was in Louisiana one time, and they had this thing where all of their patrol cars that were beyond repair, they would actually hook to a tow truck and park alongside the highway in certain areas. And people started doing the brake lights. It wasn't even a functioning car. There's no policeman, but just the side of the police car, you slowed down.
Exactly. It's human nature. So that's why we strongly believe, just again, the general patrol. I mean, while yes, it's good public relations, it's more so than that. And so they're just not able to do that right now. And so we've got some issues, and I'm very appreciative of the leadership over, the Quorum Court and Judge Pendergrass, and working with us. They see the problem, and we're trying to get there and to come up with some solutions.
So you've got a really good team that you can trust, and that means a lot to the sheriffs.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. There's no way. If I had to try to make all the decisions, it wouldn't happen. And I've got, I say this, my chief deputy, Jeff Lewis, we actually were sworn in the same day, really? Over 30 years ago. And he runs the daily operations, there's no question. And that lets me focus more on the other things and the, jail constructions and so on and so forth. It's really, I look at it as, we've got such a good team when we've got I call it my management team, but you've got Lieutenant Lucy that's over patrol, and he takes care of patrol. You got Lieutenant Terry Johnson, who's over the detectives and CID, and he takes care of that section. And Lieutenant Lewis over the jail, and Lieutenant Byrd takes care of support services, which is everything from court bailiffs to school resource officers to building maintenance and all that. And then Kelly Stone's the office manager, who is just, again, you see everything here, and you look at the number of cases that's going through circuit court, felonies, and that in turn all feeds back work back to the sheriff's office. And so we have, I think it's 40% more cases in Baxter County than they do in Boone County. And so all of a sudden, all of that additional workload is piled back. And so she does a tremendous job keeping that. All of those is a team, and they each run their own section.
So here's what I'm hearing and reading between the lines. There are some people in leadership positions that have to have control over every department, which you do. But once your people that you put in charge of that department make a decision, you're good with that. It's all right. He needs more coffee.
I'm sorry. I know I look like I'm half asleep because I am. But go ahead.
Well, with 119 people in jail. But let's say Officer, who's your chief deputy?
Jeff Lewis.
Okay, Officer Lewis. He makes a decision. You respect that decision he made because you can trust him.
Absolutely.
In the same way with Kelly and all the others you mentioned. That shows a good department.
And we have regular staff meetings, and of course more often if we have an issue. But the nice part about that staff meeting, I mean, it's a closed door meeting. All the management leaders come in. You know, we'll discuss a few issues that may be up or what we're trying to do. They're free to say anything they want. I mean, they can disagree with me or each other, and yeah, sometimes it gets a little loud. But at the same time, before we walk out that door, we are all in agreement on what plan of action or what needs to happen, and we walk out together. And so I just think, again, I've got a tremendous team, and I couldn't be more proud of them.
That need to take a quick break. Visit with Baxter County Sheriff John Montgomery. Be right back.
Medications just cover up the pain, and you've tried dieting to help lose weight. Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home Food Basket and the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Excellence for your body and frame alignment.
Hi, I'm Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup. If anybody needs trash service in the area, please give us a call. Arch Trash Service is veteran owned, and I've been in the local area resident for over 20 years. I'll provide a better service than the other guys, and even provide front door service trash pickup for those that aren't able to take their trash to the curb. We'll also pick up almost anything and even provide free recycling. I am Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup, and please give me a call for all your trash service needs.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
7:39, real quick. Carrie Stone Ramsey just let me know that they're having a half-price sale event tonight at 7 o'clock at the fairgrounds from the Raylana sale. They wound up with over 60,000 items. They have a lot of great deals, and people come by to shop tonight at 7 Baxter County Fairgrounds. Visiting with Baxter County Sheriff John Montgomery. Let's talk school safety. By the time that you're here next month in September, on the first Thursday, school will be in session. Let's talk a little school safety. There's a lot of issues out there that are controversial. Some make sense, some don't. Where do we start? The SRO program I fully support, and I think you guys are doing a fabulous job with SROs.
I do too, and I appreciate the fact that they're putting an officer in every campus.
Right.
It's not, you know, of course, obviously the school safety and school shootings is on everybody's mind, and you can't say that we're isolated and exempt. Certainly, you look around the country and some of the other events that's happened, and while it's certainly not 100%, in the vast majority of cases, there is not an officer in that school. And so having an officer in the school helps multiple reasons, not just that you've got a armed policeman there, but they interact with those kids, and they can actually, you know, a lot of times they can pick up things
Exactly.
either from other students saying something, or maybe it's something they see and observe, and they can make a difference. And so I think it's a great deal, and I appreciate Dr. Long, you know, really pushing that, and the school board here in Mountain Home. I know in Norfolk and Cotter, again, with school safety, and we've met with them to try to help beef up their security plans. I know Norfolk's taken some pretty drastic's not the word, but some very forward-thinking steps in how to do a better job securing the schools and so on and so forth. But a lot of it, I still goes back to the home. And in many of these cases, when they, after its event, and they go back to the home, they look, and in the kids' rooms, all these different writings and drawings and statements, and you find that they've been planning this for a long time, and yet the parents are just not engaged. Now, I'm not blaming the parent. I want to make that clear. But I think a lot of times if the parents were interacting with the kids more, they could see a lot of those things. And then on top of that, not be afraid to come forward and say something. That, you know, that something's not right.
Well, you know, I went to the Hidden in Plain Sight program that Shannon Rucker was responsible for through high school, and I've kept this on the desk. Just, you know, this is how vulnerable we are. This looks like a standard highlighter, and it's been a while since you've been here. But pull that black spot out. Just pull it out. Drug paraphernalia, and it's hidden as a lighter or as a highlighter. And I keep that as an example to be aware of what the kids are doing. We've seen lipstick tubes, chapstick, clothing, hats, bras, stuff like that, water bottles, shave cream. You know, be aware of what's going on, and you're exactly right. It starts in the home.
And that's where, again, just parents being engaged, and, you know, anymore, you know, kids are stuck on their electronics, but I'm again, if you're there, your kid's at home, I'd be checking what's on their phone. I'd be checking. There's a point of it. You know, yes, privacy to a point is an issue, but at the same time, they're your child, and so you need to be looking out for them, their safety, etc. And so, I just think I think that's where it starts, and then putting all those other things together. You know, we live in a great area. We have good school, 3 great schools here. That are consistently rated, you know, high in their academics and scoring, and so. And you look at that, and then you look at the administrations at all 3 schools. Again, extremely proud of those, forward-thinking, and they want what's best for the kids. And that was one of the best things right there when I just said. When you meet with the superintendent, for example, at Cotter, Vanessa Jones, and you meet with Mike C. at Norfolk, or Dr. Jake Long at Mount Home, during that conversation, you quickly realize their number one focus is exactly the kids. Yeah. What's best for the kids. So, you know, it's not. They're not talking about what's best for the school. They're talking about what's best for the kids, and I've noticed that in all 3. You know, when I meet with them, and so we live in a great area, and I'm very proud of it.
You're talking about checking what's on the phone. Go ahead.
I do have a comment on the resource officers, because I can't remember who we had on a while back and was talking about the resource officers in the school, and that they're adding more, and they said one of the biggest things is the kids will go and talk to that resource officer and tell them things that they will not tell anybody else, including the counselor.
The mayor was here.
Yeah, he said it's an amazing thing for them kids, because it's an outlet for them as well.
Yeah.
And they feel comfortable enough to go in and tell them things that they wouldn't tell anybody else. And I think that's awesome. Those kids need that kind of outlet.
It's a matter of trust.
They need that outlet. They need somebody to talk to.
And that goes back to that matter of trust. and I totally agree with you, but we, as in law enforcement, have to put the right person in that position.
Exactly.
You can't just go, I mean, I can stick a body there. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for, and we've been blessed over the years, and we've got, we've got 3 great school resource officers currently for the sheriff's office, and I'm putting the right person, and I'll talk about Norfolk briefly. Billy Cox, Deputy Cox, has been down in Norfolk now for several years. He's a paramedic. He's a deputy sheriff. He works with those kids. He knows them. They come up and they talk to him, and there's a trust there. I've said this before. Because Norfolk is rural and it's isolated, it does take a special type person, and Billy is. And I've said this before. Billy is the perfect fit for the Norfolk school. And they feel the same way. I mean, we both do, and so that's tough sometimes, finding that right person to put in that school.
Show you something right here. You're talking about what's on the kids' phones. This looks like a standard calculator, but hit the number 7591 and hit the % key, top center. All of a sudden, that opens up a file. And this has been related to the human sex trafficking issues where kids are on the phone and they're hiding stuff, and the parents don't even know that that's not a calculator. This is what we learned in that hidden in plain sight. And that, I know we're talking drug stuff, but the drugs relate to the kids, the mental state. Do we still have that Hollywood syndrome where girls think, well, I'm ugly and this girl in the magazine's pretty? Do you run across that? Is that you see that scenario much to where it becomes possibly a suicide type situation?
Well, that's going to segue into another quick section here. Yes, I mean, there was certainly, and that's one of the things, like in our school resource officers teach DARE, and they teach bullying. I mean, there's the anti-bullying, right. And there's a lot of stuff that they teach and work with. And so, yes, that certainly does come into play. I'm going to segue quickly over into the suicide. Coroner Brad Hayes related, and I knew we were high. We have the most suicides per capita in the state of Arkansas.
Yeah, I've heard that report. That's why we're still working on that television special that you were a part of.
Right.
And we've received so much information and cooperation. Somebody was asking the other day, and I said, we're trying to fit everything into 59 minutes, and what do you take out and what do you keep?
So that is being there, listening, and again, I'm not a counselor or a psychiatrist or psychologist, but a lot of times, it's the talking out, and so being that ear and watching and seeing those signs of depression and so on and so forth, and trying to convince them to seek some help. But while we have a huge population of veterans, and certainly there's a number, it's not just veterans that are committing suicide. It's across the board, and so.
Has there been an average age determined for the county?
No, not really. And sometimes, again, I may have some listeners that don't agree with me, but I understand the issue. Maybe terminally ill, and they've exhausted all hopes. I mean, I can at least understand that. But it's the young people. We had someone very recently that was in their early 20s, and now again, I don't know because they were actually from another county and committed suicide in our county, so I'm not sure the history and the background. Right. But it's something we all need to be aware of and keep and watch. And when you see those signs of depression or a change in behavior, pay attention.
Wow. With that, another quick break. 7:49. Visiting with Baxter County Sheriff John Montgomery. Be right back. Neema's Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas is your home for national and international award-winning pizza. Neema's Pizza offers artisan-made award-winning pizza with only the freshest and finest of ingredients. Each pizza is made from scratch and hand-tossed at the time you place your order. And also check out their calzone strombolis, an oven-baked folded pizza stuffed with your choice of meat. Sauce can be on the side or included inside at your request. Neema's Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas, your home for award-winning pizza. Do you ever feel like your butt's dragging and you could really use a lift? Ozark Diesel Off-Road. Ozark Diesel Off-Road has been installing lifts for over 25 years. They specialize in all your off-road vehicle needs, from general repairs such as engine diagnostics, clutch and brake repair, to custom fabrication like axle gears and lockers, leveling and suspension kits, and everything in between. So if your vehicle could really use a lift, head to Ozark Diesel Off-Road, located at 5051 Highway 62 East, or give them a call at 870-425-LIFT.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
Why would I recommend?
$7.51, visiting with Sheriff John Montgomery, Baxter County Sheriff. And what do you need to bring to the attention of people that I have overlooked?
There are people out there that are stupid.
Don't you love it?
You're overlooking that,
Dale.
Actually, my wife Karen hates it when I say that.
Really?
I mean, yeah, she said you shouldn't say that. So she's probably not watching this morning, so I can get away with that.
You can get away with it.
And I'm sure nobody will bother to tell her, you know.
Oh, no.
Is it the people that are mentally challenged? Is that what you'd rather say?
No.
Just stupid.
They're stupid.
You can't fix stupid either. So, no, again. Well,
I know, it just boggles the mind.
I will get off into the positive things. Here's a couple of good things that's happening. So jail inmates, courts are bogged down, okay, and of course that all filters down to the sheriff's office and keeping up with records and bookings and all of the stuff that goes with it. So when you're convicted, typically the judge will order, could be most anymore it's probation. I mean, that's typically what happens. I think 75% of the time they're going to get probation here in Baxter County. So, but there's typically, they'll give them fines, and the big thing we push for is restitution back to the victim. Okay, we want to try to. They've already become a victim because of theft or burglaries or assaults or whatever, and so we want to try to get that money, at least their money back. So the judge orders restitution. So this is the year 2018, and when I became sheriff 13 and a half years ago, the books, if you will, that keeps track, ledger books, accounts receivable, all those things that we are familiar with, was not still hand posted on every page. Okay, and so we have more than a dozen big thick ledger books with all these pay sheets in, and so we're mandated by law that certain if you owe, for example, if you owe restitution, the state mandates we put every month $5 gets added, and it's a fee that's added to that, and so every month on the first day of the month, the staff would have to take those books and go through every single page and add $5. Okay, now you just think about that. So I'd say that is because we've been working on this solution, and we finally And we are so grateful. You know, we have a nonprofit group called the Baxter County Sheriff's Foundation that does the support to the sheriff's office. And so we found software that we could afford, because that's been the big issue. You just can't just go out and buy software. The state auditors have to approve it and all this. Well, we found some that we felt we could afford, and the Sheriff's Foundation actually purchased it for the sheriff's office. And so for the last several weeks, all of the staff, including myself, have worked 16 plus hours a day and every weekend to input all of that paper data into the electronic files. And so yesterday we went live. And the first thing that happened, and the software IT guy, you know, dialed in to make sure when we went live that there was no glitches or issues. So the first thing he did, he said, okay, let's add those fees. And you pulled up a screen, you did a couple little entries, and you pushed a button, and it was done.
Wow.
Now, the look on the staff's face was just like, I mean, that was just step one.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, so,
wow.
I mean, just that simple. And so we're very excited, and although the staff they're exhausted, and but again, it goes back. I mean, they didn't really, I mean, they did it because we asked them to do it. I mean, and so they gave up their evenings and weekends, and their family's been without them for, you know, and yet yesterday, and at the end of the day, again, you push a few series of buttons and it spits you out your deposit report, and it balances, and you're
done. So now it's all behind you.
And then, of course, you go to day two. But
yeah.
I'm just very proud of that staff, and you know, and again, just yes, but on the side note, it's so much faster. There's a gentleman that comes in and he pays. Long story, but he pays he has some rental property, and one of the tenants can't drive, and so he brings in their payment on their restitution every month. And so I happened to be walking out front, and he came in and we talked briefly, and he said, well, I'm here to pay. And they did the transaction, and he goes, wow, that was fast. Okay.
Yeah.
And so there's the consumer, if you will, that realizes the benefits as well.
That's good.
But again, very appreciative of the Sheriff's Foundation for stepping up, because honestly, we just couldn't afford it. And the Sheriff's Foundation, of course, you know, people donate that, and some big, some small, and to that, because they do support. They buy bulletproof vests and all the different things that.
And anybody can donate to that?
Yeah, that's actually it's Baxter County Sheriff's Foundation.org, I think it is. There should be a link on that. First, go back to the homepage. I think there's a link on the
homepage right there.
Down. I think it's there it is. Right, leave a legacy of public safety. Don't just click on that.
Right here. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah. There's.
Oh, good. Okay. So how we can help? We can click on this and go through that. Right?
If you want to donate that way, we had. And here's a quick example. There were
2 minutes.
There was a couple that came in and wanted to see me, and they've been in business for a while. They've had a very successful last 2 or 3 years, and they said, we'd really like to make a donation to the foundation. And so I brought Jeff Lewis in, and we talked with them, and they wrote us a very nice, sizable check. Their reasoning was because they worked late at night, and deputies would stop and go in to check on them. Now, that's our job.
Yeah,
I understand that. That's certainly.
But it's appreciated.
But they appreciate it, and they said, because we've had such a great, successful, last few years, we want to give back and just say thank you. So they can make it. It's a nonprofit 501c3. So they do that to help us.
And we appreciate what you do. I know sometimes you feel like you want to beat your head on the wall, and we make a joke about it, but it's a tough job. But the quality of life that you and the other police officials work to keep our quality of life so good. I mean, this is not Pine Bluff, it's not East St. Louis, Illinois, it's good old Baxter County, Arkansas, and we appreciate it. What do you think over there?
No, I try not to, it hurts.
Anyway, final thoughts, couple of seconds.
People are stupid.
There you go. That sums the whole conversation up.
Let's quit being stupid, people. Come on. Anyway, that wraps up. Thanks to Sheriff Montgomery for being here. We will see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.